Good day, everybody. Today we are going to talk about how ChatGPT can help you solve your basic coding problems. In fact, I should not say that you can actually solve your basic coding problems. It can also solve some very complex coding problems. And I'll probably give you some examples in the coming videos. But today, our task is to create a small calculator, which is not going to be any ordinary calculator. So we will ask ChatGPT to create a BMI calculator for us in JavaScript. So we are going to write a prompt for ChatGPT and ask it as um. So we will ask ChatGPT to create, or in fact, show me an example of BMI calculator in JavaScript. There we go. So we're going to wait for the output. Let's see what it says. Huh, interesting. So it says here's an example of body mass index calculator in JavaScript. Oh, that's it. This code prompts the user to enter their weight in kilograms and height in meters, and then the calculator then calculates the BMI using the formula BMI is equal to weight into height. To fix two method is used to round the results. Cool. That's it. It's just 4 lines of code. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's try further. So now we are going to ask it to please modify the above code to include an HTML form to receive the inputs from the user. Okay, so it is fairly self-explanatory. We are asking JavaScript. We are asking, sorry, ChatGPT to um, in fact create an HTML code to create an HTML code to give us that allow the user to punch in the information rather than just prompting the user to get that information. So we're gonna do that and see what ChatGPT can spit out. Looks fairly legit. So far, so good. So it seems like it's actually doing the right job. Why don't we should try it? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. The code uses an HTML form to receive the weight and height inputs from the user, and the calculate BMI function is called when the calculate BMI button is clicked. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. So let's do it. We'll copy code and we will go to our Sublime editor. We'll just paste it here. We'll save it. We're going to save that as, let's say, so we're going to save that as BMI calculator.html, right? So in fact, it's an HTML file, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to open that file someplace else. So, but before we could actually, do some more tweaks into that, we want to see how that file looks like actually. So we're going to open that in a minute. Where did I store that file? Okay, so it's right here. So there we go. Open with Edge. So we're gonna open the file in a few minutes. So let's see. So weight. So my weight is 78, and my height in meters. My height in meters. Let's say 4 meters. Calculate BMI is 4.88. Interesting. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna do some more things here. So now we want to ask ChatGPT to do some more beautification, to add some beautification to the form. So please add CSS styling to above form using Bootstrap, which is a very good library. An excellent library, probably the de facto standard in today's front-end development. And also add a link to the Bootstrap CSS file from official CDN. Add CSS styling to buff. Oh, in the buff code. Code. In fact, I should change that. So I will just write it here. Please modify the above code and add CSS styling using Bootstrap, and also add a link to the Bootstrap CSS file from official CDN. Correct. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So we are going to wait and see what ChatGPT is able to spill out for us. We're going to scroll down and see if it's doing something or not. It is. Yes, it's going to definitely do some great things for us. So we're going to wait a little bit. So that's the beauty of this ChatGPT, that it is able to do simple and complex tasks at the same time. So we're going to wait a little bit, and we're going to see if, if the code is legit and it's producing enough value for us, and what kind of form looks like once we're done with this whole generation. So we are going to wait for a little bit. Looks like it's almost done. And yep, we're going to scroll above. We're going to copy the code, go back to the Sublime editor. We're going to just replace it, save the file, refresh that, check your calculator now. So it's impressive. But I have a problem here, because in my part of the world, we use feet to measure the height, and this is more in meters. So I want to, have this ability in the code to calculate, to convert meters into feet into meters. So I'm going to take the input in feet and come and change that into meters, or maybe I want to just change that input to get inputted completely in, feet rather than meter. So I'm going to go back to the ChatGPT. It's an iterative process to just generate valuable code, but in fact, we are going to do that today. So it's going to be interesting. Modify the above code to take the user input for height in feet rather than meters, right? And change the BMI formula accordingly. Okay. So let's see what ChatGPT gives us today at this point. It's getting impressive. So we're going to wait for a little bit. It's going to produce the code. And I'm running this live demo here, so I can make mistakes. So bear with me, please, if you hear some background noise, or if you are really looking at some mistakes. I'm trying just to make sure that I don't make any mistakes, but things can go wrong in a live demo, right? So bear with me. And I'm also having a nice cup of coffee with me. Okay. Actually, one has to be patient, and one has to have coffee with them when he's working on ChatGPT and some coding problems. So the formula has been changed. This code takes the user input for height in feet rather than meters and converts it to meters before calculating the BMI. The conversion formula is height in meters, height into 0.3048. So great stuff. Thank you, sir. we are going to go back to our code. We're going to replace the existing code, save it, and we're going to rerun that. So I'm going to put my weight again, 78 this time. Yeah, random weight, and height, of course, 6. Okay, so the BMI is 23.32. Okay, so now I just want a little bit more information. I know that this BMI is some value, but I don't know what is a good value and what is bad value. So I'm going to ask, and in fact, I'm going to try to ask ChatGPT to tell me if my BMI is good or bad. Okay, so modify the above code and tell the user based on calculations and known standards if the calculated BMI is good or bad. Let's see what comes out of it now. Now this is going to be some useful information. Oh, that's bad. So it gave me some network header. See, I told you. So we're going to copy the code and we are going to refresh it just to make sure that everything is loading correctly. Oh, okay, so we're back in action. So we are going to copy the code this time, modify the above code, and tell the user if the calculated BMI is good or bad based on known standards and thresholds. Okay, there we go. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. We're going to wait a little bit, see if anything comes up. Okay, that's interesting. It really knows something about BMI, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's wait. Let's wait and see. Spelling out correct code till now. Conversion looking good so far. Oh, it knows the standard. Look at that. Wow. There's your if condition. That's so much interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So it knows the standards. That's the good stuff. Okay. So let's wait for the code to be completed. I think it's going to run okay. And it's going to tell me if my BMI is good or bad or is normal. So we're going to wait. Come on, dude. Don't disappoint me. Come on. Yep. Yeah, you can do it. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Awesome. Thank you very much. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna, it says PHP, but it's not PHP, so it's just JavaScript. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much. So we are gonna copy it, save it into Sublime, refresh our existing code. So 78 weight, 6 feet high. Your BMI is 23.32, which is considered normal. Yes, that's what's the beauty of ChatGPT is, and that's how you can actually solve the very basic to a bit more complex problems in ChatGPT. So thank you very much for watching today. I'm going to come back with some more use cases of ChatGPT in the coming videos. Stay tuned. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.